comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Show me everything you have.
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile. Still slugging it out here. Player one has the life lead. That drive impact is blocked. Absorbed down to the wire. Player two is just about out of drive after that. Holds out with the block. All right, what's coming up next? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? This is gonna be bad news. Player two can't afford to spend too much. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Nice double lariat. There's an overdrive Shoryu. Throws them to negate the block. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire loop. Player two can build off this lead. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Goes for the throw. Medium kick uses the gauge for a super art. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken.
What's wrong? Get up.
We have super arts on deck. Just tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. A jump in set closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Grabs and throws them away. All the throws connect. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. What's next? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Looking for knocked them out of the air. Will this super art do anything? Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Oh, here we go. Hits that with confidence. Player one can't use drive anymore. What now? I called it! I called it! Dangerous range here. Oh my god, they just choked it up! You need guts to pull that off! Player one reaches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. Jumps? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. Player one chases them down. Hold your breath. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Is looking to plant him with a pile drive. Player one has a super art. Just goes for it at this range. Knockdown and they're going for the super art.
Not good
Their
enough.
will to win is really being tested here. What'll happen here? Player two, there's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. A quick breather. Escapes with the reversal. Life Lead tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Oh, here we go. Uses the fireball to try and get him. Crowns him from above. What? No! This'll break. It's too much. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
fight is coming your way.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let us round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. What are they thinking here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player 2 chases them down. Checks them with a projectile. Whiffs the throw. They knew that throw was coming. Parries the projectile. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Reads their mind and techs the throw. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the... What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there.
Round two.
Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Looking for a chance. Checks them with the projectile. So, what's next? Shuts that down with a parry. Devil's reverse. Uses the parry so the opponent can't dictate the pace of the round. Oh, could be the start of something. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Midway point of the round. Time to get serious. Halfway through this round. Uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 will need to use their meter here wisely. Time to reassess the situation. Player 2 is dominating this match. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Jumps. Blocks the impact. Jumps in. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win? Opts for the critical art. Gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. This is going to hurt. Are we gonna see a cook? Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. No good up high. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. With the forward throw, the battle in the corner continues. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Grabs them. All right, what's coming up next? Perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Drive gauge gap here. Oh, burnout triggered. Takes a trip. Throw connects and does big damage. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? A quick breather. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Risky up-close scrap still going. All in with a rush. This is gonna be bad news. Dashes out the cage right there. Shreds them with a critical. Such a smart play to go for a risky switch. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Solid and how did they anticipate that jump in? Player two is a force to be reckoned with.
Comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Let us begin. This will be a good
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Strikes back with the drive impact. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw to continue the pressure. Lots of aggression from both sides. What are they thinking here? Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Trips him up. Who's going to break the silence first? Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Strings it all together. Throws them. What's next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player one hits them with a stop and bop. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Both fighters planning something? Still scrapping for control of the stage. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the cage for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Jumps! Can they create an opportunity to correct them? Are we gonna see closes it out? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Nothing stops this train. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more. Reads the jump in perfectly. Pokes with the medium kick. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. A jump in? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Side switch. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Shades things up with a fireball. Back and whiffs. They're wide open. Player one still tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Throws them. Taking chunks out of each cross-up attack. It is over. Player two showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps in. Blocks the impact. Medium kick. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Checks with the projectile. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The move whiffs and they get nailed with the punish counter. Takes a trip. Player two chases them down. They've been pushed into the wall, and the stun's there. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Both fighters planning something? Risky up-close scrap still going. Can't tech the throw. Pokes with a medium kick. Blocks the impact. Anti-air drops him. A quick breather. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Crowns him from above. Very slick with the combo. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Excellent block. Jump drops them. Closing moments of the match. Punish counter on reaction. Quick medium poke. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Puts the fear of God in it. Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin.
Showtime!
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. No good up high. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. All right. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Knockdown. Jumping down to the wire. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Taking stock. Oh! Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Low on life, but burnout triggered. Player 1 has depleted their experiencing burnout. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. In with a backstep roll. Grabs him. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Hits him with a stopping block. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? The level 3 super, looking to make them feel it. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 is in a pretty good pool. What's this? What's gonna happen? Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has the deck stacked against KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backstep rolling attack. The last round. It's now or never. Player 2. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. From above. Good decision with that throw. Perfection. Letting it all out. Oh, here he connects with the throw. Player 1 still has a chance. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Flatlines him. was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. They were expecting that drive impact. Jumps? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one has the life lead. Just out of range for that throw. Checks with the projectile. Throws them to negate the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Got their eye on the air. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Hold your breath. This is gonna be bad news. They are absolutely smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. They start the offensive by charging forward. Checks them with the projectile. Still very early in the round. Throws them. What's next? Looking for a chance. Big throw. Going in. Critical rolling attack. Get out of here. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Breaks the block with a throw. Hits back with the overdrive vertical. Full of experiencing burnout. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Put more fuel to the fire. Hook them up. Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. In attack range. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. From above, get drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Ooh, what a smart throw. A jump, breaks the block with a throw. Nothing stops this train. Yes, sir, more damage, more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Sit them down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Grabs and throws them away. Dashes. Throws them. What's next? The super armor does its job. Player one with the life lead takes a trip. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two chases them down. Heading into the end game now. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Overdrive Hadouken. Big counter. Easily escapes that throw attempt. Grabs him. All right, what's coming up next? Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown and gets him with the anti-air. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. A quick breather. Rushes that off and keeps going. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arm. It's a good spot to use the super. The super hits, and this looks like it's gonna kill. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on.
Let us begin. Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Goes for the fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Blocks the jump in. Next up, uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Trips them up. The drive impact doesn't get them the punish counter, but it's still good. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. Picture perfect punish counter. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Shoots off a fireball up close. Brushes that off and keeps going. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? How are they meant? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Uses the gauge for a super art. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Buffs up. One chance here may end this match. Throws a fireball. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Brushes off the impact. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Still slugging it out here. Goes for the throw. Starts off zoning with fireballs. The jump in is denied. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Hold your breath. Player 2 chases them down. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Projectile to try and change the situation. Barely blocks the jump in. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. They need to rely in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The impact doesn't do anything. Jumps up, gets the counter hit throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Hits them with a stop and bop. Gets carried to the corner. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Scared money don't make no money. Bends it off with a Shinryu Ripper. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. The throw whiffs. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. A quick breather. Brushes that off and keeps going. Ooh, what a smart throw. Gotta be careful not to... Solid anti-air. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Connects with the throw. Ooh, gonna tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Blade finds the target. Oh, kisses the fireball. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. No good up high. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Super Meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? There's a wall splat, which leaves them wide open. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Nada takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player hits him for the stun. This might be KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets the jump in. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Picks the drive reversal. Barely blocks the jump in. Hits him with his free flow. Springs forward with the drive rush. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Knockdown and... that's a counter. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1... oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both digs in deep to get that drive impact. Player 2 draw critical. What's gonna happen? Do it to them! Show the people what they came to see, Ryu!
This is the path I have chosen.
What are they gonna do? Are we gonna cross-up attack? Nice fireball! Throws them! Okay, here we go. The drive impact doesn't work. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. But closes it out!
Jamie!
Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Impact's a no-go. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Hold your breath. The move whips and they get nailed with it. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. That drive impact doesn't get through. What a clutch side push there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Holds out with the block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Whiffs the throw. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump-in is denied. Hold your breath. Were they baiting them into that? Who will capitalize on an opening first? KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Whiffs the throw. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Hits him with his free flow. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Hits him with a stopping body. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Jumps up. Drive impact misses. Free flow strikes. Long range fireball to break the silence. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Are we going to see a comeback here? Here comes a big combo. One chance here may end this match. So, what's next? Goes up above? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of the... What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big, low, reaching heavy. Low, heavy. Backs them into the corner. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Takes a trip. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Neither of them willing to back off. Just out of range for that throw. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Throw leaves them wide open. Goes for the fireball, which experiencing burnout. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps in. Grabs him. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
What a reaction to go air to air. Hits him with his free flow. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Traps him with a break-in. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean. Goes to the air. Jumps. Throw is denied. What a read. Love tap to close it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting. Shows a medium kick. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Charges forward. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter in. How did they read that throw? The jump in is deep. Oh, the throw connects. What's next? The drive impact doesn't work. Drops him hard. Player corrects them. Jumps. Gotta do better than that. Looking for a hook. Meets them air to air. Solid anti-air. Bump impact. Squash. Free flow strikes. Shakes things up with a fireball. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Knocked them out of the air. Excellent block. Player 1 has a big drive gauge lead. What are they gonna do? A jump in connects with the throw. Opens them right up. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Opts for the throw. Easily escapes. Goes for the fireball. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Brushes off the impact. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. opts for the air-to-air encounter. Player 2 is almost dead. Oh! Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. It's not over. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Looking to impress with this super. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
Get up!
Jump. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 2 hits him with a stop and pop. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 has an empty drive lead. This is burnout activates. Both fighters are out of drive. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. This is gonna hurt. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that stage. What a finish. Player 2 comes away with the win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Gets the jump in. Nails the anti-air. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. The combo's there. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Great work finding the opening. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Brushes off the impact. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Time's the only thing moving here. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Throws them to negate the block. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Overdrive Hadouken. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Hits them in the gut. What'll happen here? Blocks the impact. They return to center stage. Their spacing is to hit them with a stop and bomb. Oh, burnout triggers. Looking to impress with this super. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. Player 2 survives. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let us get round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? With the throw. so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. The throw misses. Taking stock. Trying to read each other here. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player one, burnout activates. Knockdown and fires off the Shinku Hadouken. That's not gonna hit. Player one can't afford to stay in there. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. Checks him with the projectile. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still Scrap springs forward with the drive rush. Going in, hits him with a stop and bop. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Digs in deep to get that driver. Player one, wraps it up with a decisive combo. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a fireball. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods reads the jump in perfectly? Still scrapping, Crooked brushes that off and keeps going. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. What's next? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player one tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Not much movement, but the thinking drops him hard. What now? Drives it back, misses. They can't use drive. Turning it right up with the super. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player two still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Sets up with the jump in. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. This is going to hit for a critical arc. You gotta imagine that this is not only gonna wreck their life bar, but also their nerves. Player two, there's a burnout. Time to make them famous. No one could have called that. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Nothing stops this train. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Jumps in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Oh, easy tech. Player two chases them down. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player one has the meter lead. Strings it all together. This is a critical point of the round where they burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one can't afford mistakes, but went for the chip kill. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jumping. Hits them with a stop and bop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Gets the... Yo, put that away. Shoots off a fireball up close. Adamant flare. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Risky up-close scraps still going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. A super arc? How can they steal this? Uses the gauge for a super arc. Closing it out with a super arc finish. Nice and clean. Player two took no time to finish that fight.
Akuma. Terry. Arcade.
I've been a success. I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again. Back on my feet after I fell down. Always ready for a fight, never back down. At this point, I'm fighting for pride, I'm fighting for life. Reputation on the line, so I'm fighting for mine. You ain't gotta really like me, but you must respect me. I'm saying, if they ever try to check me, ain't gonna let them wreck me. The pain remains. Gotta remind myself where I came from and represent. The struggle made the realest man you ever met. Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with it.
Track versus special match.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Come on! Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets the counter in. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? All right, deftly shuts out the jumper. Player 1, with a sliver of drive gauge left, they may be in for a tough time. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Checks them with a projectile. Knockdown. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Drive gauge finally recovers. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Taking hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish count. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Past the dome! They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. A quick breather. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Takes in the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Nothing stops this train. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? All in with a rush. There's a burnout. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got a super art to show you what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Harry's hungry like a wolf and showing the play. My man Calvin with a perfect. Okay, here we go. Power wave! A projectile to say get off. They're taking a step back and slow blade kick. The drive impact doesn't work. There's the counter we wanted. Player 2 needs to use their drive move pumps the brakes on the impact. Let's lose the power wave. Nice fireball. What are they gonna do? All in with a rush. Throws them. Power wave. Quick medium poke. Jump drops him hard. Jump. How did they read that throw? Oh, sees right through him. Oh, but you're grounded. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jump. That almost nice counter. Checks him with the projectile. Was looking for that jump attack. Throws him. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off here. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Overhead. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Very solid corner switch. Both fighters planning something? KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nice counter. Fires a power wave. Zones with the fireball. Raises with power wave. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Shows the medium kick. Grabs and throws him away. What'll happen here? Blocks the impact. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. The engagement here will have a huge hit them with a stopping block. Are we gonna see a tough super art to show us what PhD and fighters can do for you?
the new challenger.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Come on. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Definitely saw that counter coming. Goes for the low kick. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw connects for counter hit damage. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. That drive impact doesn't get through. Knockdown and sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. There you go. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Checks with a medium kick. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Brushes that off and keeps going. Were they baiting them into that? Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Player 2 springs forward with a drive rush. Player 2 in dire straits with burn, experiencing burnout. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save it. Oh, burnout triggered! Are we gonna see a comeback here? Both fighters crowns them from above! Trips them with a critical one. Such a smart play to go for in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. The drive impact doesn't work. Slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Rising tackle raises the roof. What a finish! Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Dashes up. The combo's there. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. The super armor does its job. Sticks the combo. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Medium kick. Grabs him. Taking stock. The pressure is so intense here. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Goes from in there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Medium kick hits. Down to the wire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown and super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Can't tech the throw. Hits them with a stopping block. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Going in. Connects with medium kick. Looking for a chance. Both fighters planning something? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Super art to show what a PhD and fighters can do for you. No, are they actually dead? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. The throw is escaped. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Knockdown. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Life lead opens up. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throws them to negate the block. They were right to be on guard there. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Big opportunity now in this corner. Blocks the impact. Attempts to break the stalemate, but hits him with a stopping block. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Burnout activates. Goes low. Player 1 holds flawless round. They got him so quick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Grabs and throws him away. Throws him. Denied. Keeps cool and locks him out. Bends the meter. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one hit of power. Player 1 may be able to critical art now. Excellent damage on that. Good decision with that throw. What's next? Anticipated that throw. Noticeable and whiff. They're wide open. I can't grab them. They gotta dig down deep. Sets up with the jump in. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw the fighters play out of their goddamn mind there. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Escapes with the reversal. Shoryuken. Shoots off a fireball up close. All right, what's coming up next? Counter hit throw there. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Throws him down. Takes a trip. That was a solid anti-air. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. Just out of range for that throw. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That drive impact is blocked. Busto wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Raises with power wave. Jumps up, throws him. What's next? Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. Just both untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Whiffs the throw. Throws him down. Player 2 with the life lead. What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Knockdown. Goes for the throw. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. Misses the drive impact. Can't tech the throw. Taking stock. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters are barely alive. Baits out the attack and dips the punish count. Hits them with the Buster Wolf for some stylish damage. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Can't tech the throw? Jumps in. A quick breather. Blocks the impact. Jumps up. Both fighters planning something? Grabs and throws them away. Medium kick. Scrapping it up. Very slick with the combo. Ooh, what a smart throw. What'll happen here? Smart play with the throw. Full SA meter. This is gonna hurt. Medium kick. Drives it back, misses. Breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Stark reads the jump in perfectly. Medium kick hits. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Jumps? Wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both are ready to denied. He's cool and locks them out. Turning it right up with a super. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Come on, get ready. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Uses this opportunity to really lay him down to the wire. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Life lead is opening up perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Oh, easy tech. Hold your breath. Were they baiting them into that? Gets the combo. Cracks the dome. Calls out their shot and responds with authority. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Super Art drive rush to keep it going. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Links it. Hits him with a stopping block. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. That's it. That combo finishes it. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Player one with the life lead. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? Can't tech the throw?
Oh, how sweet.
Will that drive impact get punished? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure parries the jump in to shut it down. Throws them. What? Oh, burnout triggered. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. They're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish. Snacks them with the back. They're going for the KO. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Opts for going in with doubles reverse. Still very early in the round. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. A quick breather. Medium kick hit. This is gonna be bad news. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Grabs and throws them away. The opening on that ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Carries hungry like a wolf and showing some back. Up and howling with the turn. Good presence of mind to book. There's a burnout. Wraps it up with a throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Shoots off a fireball up close. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. All right. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. All right, what's coming up next? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Poke digs in deep to get that drive. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts for Shap going in with devil's reverse. Throws them to negate the block. Player two brushes that off and keeps going. Throws them. What's next? Still scrapping for control of the space. Both fighters have a full... Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive on. Both fighters planning something? Throw connects and does big damage. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh, here we go. Getting it all on the drive rush. Taking chunks out of each other here. The drive impact doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Come on, get ready. This will be round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Stays cool and counters. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Opts for the throw. I can't keep track of these corner switches. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? That drive impact doesn't get through. Knockdown. Impact's a no-go. Checks him with the projectile. Taking stock. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Raises with power wave! Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Can't tech the throw? Player two will brush that off and keeps going. Player two has an empty drive, uses the gauge for a super art. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Oh, let's go. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player two, KO. Player one took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Knockdown. Grabs him. Drive rush. Will this super art connect? Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Their life is looking critical. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 has the meter lead. Scrapio put that away. Knockdown and smart play with the throw. Big stink throw. They were expecting that drive impact. The dome. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. What'll happen here? Drive boosted Hadouken. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 holding on to that corner of that strong super art incoming. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. Goes for the fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. All right, what's coming up next? This is a tough spot. It's heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? Brushes off the impact. Grabs him. Takes a trip. One. Oh! Digs in deep to get that drive in. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? This round is so important. Brushes that off and keeps going. Took him to the corner in a flash. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish round. Is this gonna kill? Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. In there! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Bare knuckle! The last round. It's now or never. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player throw tech. Clutch anti-air. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick! Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space! Oh man, this is a scary range! Yes sir, more damage! That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage! Chucks a fireball to continue their hold over their zone! They were sitting on their meter for this super art! They are done! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Akuma's going in! Jumps! Throws him to negate the block. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Takes a trip. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opts to continue. Oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Absorbs down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Adamant flame. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. The throw whips. Hits them. Just go for it at this range. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Good presence of some tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Yes. Drive impact for the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Nice counter. Nails the crack shoot. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they... Nothing stops this train. Looking for a hole. Barely blocks the jump in. Shakes things up with a fireball. Next, the count all in with the rush. Player 1 is in a very pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Oh, here we come. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Player 2 burns out. Demon Raid now? Risky medium kick. Player 1 has